In this video, we will tell you how to issue a presentation notification. A presentation notification is issued by a holder of a customs warehouse authorization who is authorized to declare goods for the customs warehousing procedure by using an entry made in the declarant's records. Once you have logged in, select New Declaration and Presentation Notification EIDR. EIDR stands for Entry in the Declarant's Records. A presentation notification must be submitted to customs when goods have been registered in records. The notification consists of three parts: parties, declaration header, and goods item. Enter information about the parties first. Mandatory fields are marked with a red asterisk. Click on the question mark icon in the top right-hand corner to view more detailed instructions on how to complete the fields. By default, the user who logged in is also the notification contact person who can provide customs with more information related to the notification if necessary. You can edit contact details by ticking the checkbox. The declarant is responsible for the customs warehousing procedure and the correctness of the notification. If you are in charge of the customs procedure, tick Use the details of the authenticated trader checkbox in the declarant's details, in which case the system auto-completes the fields required. Trader office code is mandatory. Please enter the code in beforehand in the user settings to get the code and the address of your office auto-completed accordingly. If you enter 000 as your office code, the official address according to the EORI registration of your company will be used. If you are issuing a notification as a representative, enter the declarant's identification number, that is the company's EORI number and the office number. Then click on Fetch Trader Data and the system will retrieve name and address details on the basis of the ID. You may change the language in which you want to receive responses from customs, including decisions related to the notification if you wish. Next, enter authorization details. Enter the authorization ID of the customs warehouse and that of the entry in the declarant's records. Once you have entered the customs warehouse authorization ID, the system will auto-complete the authorization type and holder ID fields when you click anywhere outside the field. Enter the EIR authorization ID in the next row. If you are a declarant in charge of the procedure, leave all representative fields blank. If you are issuing the notification as a representative on behalf of a declarant, click on Add and enter the data required. The representative's fields can also be auto-completed directly on the basis of the authentication. If you have unnecessarily entered details in the representative section, remove this data group by clicking on Remove Representative. If any data fields are blank, the notification cannot be approved. Once you have entered all details of the parties, click on Next and you can enter basic details of the goods to be declared. Under Declaration Header, you can enter basic information for the notification. Start by entering the trader reference number. This can be the warehouse deposit number, for example. You can also enter another reference in the additional trader reference number field. In addition, complete the total gross mass kilos field. Under Locations, define the location of goods at the time of the presentation, that is, where the goods are located for inspection by customs. In the presentation notification, you can only enter a customs warehouse identification which has been indicated in the authorization for an entry in the declarant's records. The warehouse identification includes the authorization holder's EORI number, the 3-digit trader office code and the 2-digit warehouse location code. Enter the ID number without any spaces. No additional information is normally needed for the presentation notification, and you can leave this section blank. If the goods are in containers, enter container identification numbers. Click Add Container. If the goods are located in 2 containers, you can add another container by clicking on Add Container again. Once you have entered information about the entire batch to be declared, go to Goods Items by clicking on Next. Complete the gross mass kilos field and add packages. Click the field Kind of Package to open a drop-down menu of different package types. You can browse in the menu to select the correct option. You can also start entering the name of the package type in the field. Once you have entered a few characters, the menu displays the options that contain the characters you have entered as part of the package type code or name. Enter the number of packages if the package type requires. Enter previous documents. Select the previous document type. If the previous document was, for example, an arrival declaration, the document type would be 337 Temporary Storage Declaration or 355 Entry Summary Declaration. Enter the previous document's reference number MRN and the item number. If the previous document was a transit declaration, goods item numbers do not need to be entered. In the example, the previous document is 821 External Union or Common Transit Declaration T1, and the reference number is the transit procedures MRN. Once you have entered the details of the first goods item, you can add another goods item by clicking on Add Goods Item in the bottom bar. The system will create another goods item, and now you can enter its details. Once you have entered all the goods items, click on Next. The summary page displays all information entered in the notification. You can submit the declaration by clicking on Submit. If there are any errors found in the notification after submitting it, declaration will be rejected. You can edit the notification by clicking on Show Submitted Declaration and then clicking Detail. Once you have checked that all the details are correct, you can submit the notification by clicking on Submit. After the notification has been submitted successfully to Customs, you can view the case identification number and the actual reference number MRN for the notification. You can also view the status of the notification. In this example, goods have been transferred to the Customs warehousing procedure and they were not inspected before the transfer. Always remember to indicate your presentation notification's reference number MRN and the goods item numbers to the economic operators who submit the next customs declarations, so they can refer to this notification as a previous document at the time of the removal of goods from the customs warehouse to the next customs procedure.